All right, we are back. In our last module, we spent a little bit of time talking about Microsoft Surface and the Surface difference, the Surface sales motion. Hopefully that was helpful. Now, though, I want to spend some time getting into what is equally as important, if not more so, and that is Microsoft Office 365, and how effectively to convey the benefits of this productivity suite to our customers. So I'm going to say something bold at the outset here. The best sales motion for Office, the best way to sell Office, simply put, is don't sell Office. I want to be really clear. The sales strategy for Office is do not sell Office. So before I get fired for saying that, let me unpack the statement just a little bit. Microsoft Office is a fantastic solution for a lot of customers. Point in fact, 1.4 billion people on Earth use this product. 97% of Windows users use it. 77% of Apple users use Office, and 23% of Google Chrome users use Office. So a lot of people, right? 1 in 5 people on Earth are customers and already using the program. So it's a great solution for a lot of people, but not for everyone. If I'm a gamer, for example, and I'm just using my computer as a gaming PC, well, my primary objective is to play Call of Duty, not to do word processing. If I need very basic productivity needs, sending a couple of emails, I can probably get by just fine on Google Docs. So again, it's a fantastic solution for a lot of people, but not a definitive solution for 100% of people. That gets me to a point that I'll tie back to in a moment, a little bit of a tangential break. But what I want to talk about is solid state hard drives, because to me, while Office is not a solution for everyone, solid-state hard drives and getting a modern computing device should be a solution that is ubiquitous. It's something that's applicable to every single person. Now, there are 4 key benefits to having a computer that has a solid-state hard drive and or having a modern computer. The first of which is that solid-state hard drives read and write much quicker than traditional mechanical spinning hard drives. In addition to reading and write faster, they also boot dramatically quicker. They are physically smaller than mechanical hard drives. That means that we can actually create devices that look like the Laptop 3, that look like the Surface Pro 7. We could not design those devices with mechanical spinning hard drives. Lastly, although perhaps most importantly, they're also much more durable and have dramatically better longevity than mechanical spinning hard drive. The reason being is there's no spinning parts on them, so there's no wear and tear. Now, those are all things that are great benefits for your customer. Those are ways that we can celebrate the product that they're purchasing. We don't want to unintentionally disparage a product, right? And when we're talking solid-state hard drives, we don't run that risk. Now, once I've established all the great things about solid-state drives, there is one thing I want to let my customer know. They typically have a little bit of a limited or diminished overall capacity. Now, to be very, very clear, that has nothing to do with our ability as an industry to create large capacity solid-state hard drives. We don't lack the technological ingenuity to do so, but we don't want to pass undue costs on to the consumer. And the bigger reason is we simply don't need large hard drives anymore. That's a little bit of an antiquated line of thinking. In the past, we used to have to put everything on a 1 or 2 terabyte hard drive, and then we'd store that in our sock drawer somewhere for posterity. The reality is, though, that's no longer the need, because now we have the cloud, and the cloud is all around us, and it's it's prevalent everywhere. So that gets me into the idea of which cloud storage solution should a customer elect to purchase. For our purposes, we really like Microsoft OneDrive. Obviously, I work for Microsoft, so I'm going to say that. That said, Best Buy only carries and sells one version of cloud storage, and that is Microsoft OneDrive. So I could probably end this entire tutorial there and just say, hey, sell the one that you have the ability to sell. But I'll elaborate a little bit. Microsoft OneDrive, depending on how we want to look at it, is cheaper than our competition. So when I buy Office 365, I get a terabyte of OneDrive storage for each unique user. When I buy Office 365 Home, I get 6 unique users. Therefore, I get 6 terabytes of cloud storage for $100 a year. Now, when I buy that in conjunction with a device, I get an additional $20 off at Best Buy, which is our evergreen offer. Now, Google will charge you $100 for 2 terabytes of cloud storage. Apple will charge you $120 on iCloud for 2 terabytes of cloud storage. So again, when you look at 6 terabytes for $100, 1 per each user, it breaks down to about $17 per terabyte per user. Also breaks down, if you want to do a little bit of fun math with your customer, to $1.38 per user per month. I digress. We're cheaper than the competition. We're safer and more secure than our competition. I'm going to show you a tutorial video in a moment that shows you how to demo this, but we have a feature called Personal Vault. Personal Vault essentially is two-factor authentication on our OneDrive cloud storage platform. That means that you are the only person on earth that can access the content you store in your personal vault. It's either protected depending on the device we're accessing it on with pervasive biometrics like facial recognition or fingerprint ID, or if we're just doing it on a traditional PC, we'll go through a two-factor process and we'll get a unique secure code or PIN sent to us to be able to access that file. That's something that Apple and Google, our direct competitors, do not have on their cloud storage. We are the most convenient cloud storage solution, especially if you're a Windows 10 user. Now, cloud storage in general is very, very convenient, but OneDrive is even more convenient because it's built natively into Windows 10 as an operating system. If I go into my File Explorer, which is where I keep my C drive and thumb drives and any other sort of external content I'm plugging into my computer, I'm going to see my OneDrive folder right there. I don't have to go to OneDrive.com to access my content. I don't need to download an extra app to access my content. It's built natively into my computer. When I pull a file out of OneDrive, I will have no idea I'm pulling it from the cloud. It will feel as if I am pulling it natively from that computer's hard drive. Now, this is all a bit of a magic trick up to this point, and any good magic trick has to have a payoff, the ta-da moment, so to speak. The ta-da moment when we're selling OneDrive is we say, you know, there's one more benefit that you get with OneDrive. It's not only the cheapest, the safest, the most convenient cloud storage solution out there. Oh, by the way, you also get Microsoft Office 365. You get Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, Access, and Publisher, the world's biggest and leading productivity suite. Again, 1.4 billion people on earth are using it, and you get it absolutely at no additional charge when you purchase OneDrive. So that's a huge statement. It's a very powerful statement to make to your customer. From there, we can segue into actual Office, right? So to this point, I've not sold Office. Frankly, I've only given it away, right? I've talked about the virtues of OneDrive instead of the benefits of Office. If I want to pivot and have that conversation, I can simply ask the customer at that point, how do you use Office? What Office programs do you use? They might say something like Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. And if they do, we have the ability to go through and do some really cool, predictable, and consistent demonstrations with them, which I'm going to show you guys in the next tutorial. So again, just to put a pin on this conversation, I want to be really clear. The best way to sell Office is simply don't sell Office. Talk about solid-state hard drives. Talk about modern computing devices. Segue into a conversation around cloud storage, and then let your customer know that OneDrive is the cheapest, safest, most secure, and best value cloud storage because you receive Microsoft Office 365 completely included at no additional charge when you buy OneDrive. See you guys on the next tutorial. Thanks so much.